Good morning. 6:50 Eve is right here, and we are up bright and early at Kennedy Sports Cycle. And what type of dealership does this for you? Who gets up at 7 in the morning to install the BST wheels for one of their favorite customers? None only than Kennedy Cycle. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. Michael's getting ready to install the Pirelli Super Corsa SP V2 wheels onto the BST carbon fiber wheels, and then we're going to get them installed onto the Kawasaki Ninja H2. Again, this is 7 in the morning. Everybody came in early to get this done for your viewing pleasure. I had to wake up at 5 in the morning. I know you guys don't care, but these are the things that we go through to satisfy your crave for the Kawasaki Ninja H2. So Michael got the tire installed onto the rim, and now he's going to balance it. And he's going to use black weights, Michael?
Yep, black weights.
Awesome. But look how this beauty looks, huh? I love it. Now I was going to paint that centerpiece there green, but since I'm getting the 2016 H2 and the frame and the accents are no longer green, I might leave it that color, or I might have it painted dark metallic silver, which is the color of the accents in the frame on the 2016 model. More than likely I'll leave it like this because it's not too far off, but we'll see. So Michael's balancing. Zero. Perfectly balanced, huh, Michael?
Yep, perfectly balanced, no weights.
Oh, no weights?
No weights.
So the BST wheel did not require weights to balance?
Yep, none.
Wow, that's awesome. So we have a 2x4 here that weighs 1.5 pounds, and we're going to use that to place the front tire on. And we're going to see what the front tire weighs. So now we have a total of 11 pounds. So the front tire weighs 9.5 pounds. The front tire weighs more than the front BST wheel. Wow. The front tire again weighs 9.5 pounds. We're going to remove everything here. Yep, you see that the 2x4 by itself weighs 1.5. Now we're going to zero everything out. And we're going to place the front BST wheel on it. 7.5 pounds. Stock H2 rear wheel weighs 11 pounds. And we see that this 2x4 weighs 1.5 pounds. All right? And we're going to use this 2x4 to stabilize the rear wheel. Let's put the wheel on there. $26 pounds minus 1.5, that's 24, oh, this changed. Okay, so basically 26 pounds minus 1.5 pounds, that's 24.5 pounds is what the rear wheel and tire weighs. All right, so now we're gonna put the BST rear wheel on there. See, this is back to 1.5 pounds. Okay, so now let's grab this beautiful BST wheel that has been mounted and balanced. Both of these wheels and tires have exactly 40 pounds of pressure in them. This BST wheel, this BST tire is a Pirelli Super Corsa SP2, and the tire off of the stock wheel is a Bridgestone RS10. Okay. So 24.5 pounds. So that's basically minus the 1.5 pounds, that's 23 pounds. So basically, if I'm not mistaken, that is a 1.5 pound difference. 23 pounds versus 24.5 pounds, which is what the other one weighed. So that's 1.5 pounds. What do you think, Greg? Is that a pretty significant weight difference? He's looking at me like, no. Okay, well that goes to show you that the wheel on the Kawasaki H2 was already very light apparently. So again, let's switch this over. 24.5 pounds minus 1.5 pounds, that's 23 pounds for this BST wheel and tire. Okay, and the stock wheel and tire, 25.5 pounds minus 1.5. That's 24 pounds. So basically 1 pound difference. Wow. This RS10 tire has a couple hundred miles on it, and it's worn a little bit. So it probably has a reduction in weight versus a new tire by about a ½ pound. So that makes somewhat of a difference. But again, it's a testament to the H2 that they produced a very lightweight rim for the motorcycle. Alrighty, so we're getting it installed. Greg's running, and there's my custom license plate. Yeah, and we're going to get this beautiful wheel installed on the motorcycle right now. Oh, Michael, I'm going to purchase titanium bolts for that. When we take these off to put the stock ones back on, and we put these on my 2016 model, we're going to do the titanium bolt kit.
Okay.
That Greg just reminded me about to further save a little weight. And we removed the exhaust canister when we were doing all this. It does look good without a canister, but we kind of need one. And Michael has figured out what the torque spec should be for that assembly. So we got the rear BST wheel installed and the canister. And I always mentioned how I like the fact that the canister has carbon fiber in it and how nicely it will go with the carbon fiber of the wheel. And I think it does look pretty striking. Alright, so we pulled up Al Gore's internet and we see that the Pirelli Supercorsa front tire weighs 9.33 pounds and the rear tire weighs 13.6 pounds. So it's a very lightweight tire, and you can see it's the lightest tire in the comparison here. So that's pretty cool. So I think if you're looking for a good lightweight tire that lasts long and performs well, the Pirelli Supercorsa SP V2 tire is the tire. So Michael had to configure a special contraption to get the bike hoisted in the air to get the front wheel off. We're here at Kennedy Sports Cycle in Elyria, Ohio, early in the morning, around 8 o'clock. Before the customers arrive, Michael was kind enough to come in early for us in exchange for some donuts. We appreciate that, Michael.
No problem.
And my favorite salesperson is also here, but he refuses to be put on film, and that's fine. My good buddy Greg that rides a 2015 Yamaha R1. And we have the rear BST tire on. It looks great. And we're working on the front tire as we speak. All right, we are going to weigh wheel for wheel the stock H2 wheel with its bearings and spacers installed versus the BST carbon fiber wheel with its spacers and ceramic bearings installed. We are going to use this very official scale that measures in pounds and ounces. We're going to turn it on and it should zero itself out. There we go. And we will start with the stock wheel. Stock wheel weighs an even, it's fluctuating, let's just say 10 pounds is what the stock wheel weighs. 10 pounds. So we're going to take it off. It's going to zero itself back out. And here we are with the BST wheel. Okay. Wow, BST wheel weighs 7 pounds. that is a full 3-pound difference between the BST and the stock H2 wheel. 3 pounds. 3-pound difference. So there you go. Stay tuned as we get these mounted onto the Kawasaki Ninja H2. All right, so let's see how much the stock H2 rear wheel weighs. We see we have our scale zeroed out. And we're going to put it onto the scale here. Stay put. There you are. Stock H2 rear wheel weighs 11 pounds. So apparently the front wheel requires only 1 weight. The rear wheel didn't require any weights at all. We're going to use a black weight so that it's somewhat concealed on the beautiful wheel. And then we'll get this all balanced out and it should zero out. Hopefully, yeah. There we go, zeroed out. Well, Michael's kind enough to reinstall a wheel back onto the Ninja H2. In this case, it's going to be the BST carbon fiber wheel that he balanced out and installed new Pirelli Super Corsa SP V2 tires onto it, and he's going to put it back onto the bike. Can't see too much of the front wheel because huge Brembo discs that are used, the floating discs, by the way, but that's okay. We know that it's a BST wheel up there, and there's one in the rear as well. So the BST wheels have been installed by a professional mechanic by the name of Michael, and I think they look amazing. You can really see the detail there. And I'm pretty excited to get the bike out on the road and see how it performs with the new wheels installed. So I wanted to give the Ninja H2 a test ride with the new BST carbon fiber wheels installed, but as you can see, it's raining out there on the filthy street. Yeah. So the roads are wet, and we're not going to be able to test ride the Ninja H2 with the new wheels just yet. We're going to load it into the Sprinter van, and we're going to head south to Columbus, Ohio, to see if we can test ride it there. So stay tuned. But just in case we don't get to test the bike today, just want to wrap up this video by saying thank you to Kennedy Sports Cycle for accommodating me early Saturday morning here at 7 a.m. to get these wheels installed onto the Ninja H2. We definitely appreciate that, and I appreciate Michael's efforts, and the #1 salesman Greg, and the owners Ken and Linda, for allowing me to come in early here to do this for you all and for your viewing pleasure. And we're going to try to get this bike loaded into the Sprinter van right now and roll it down south to Columbus, Ohio to see if it's not raining there so that I can test it out. And I also have Mustang Dame's H2 in the Sprinter van as well, so we can do a side-by-side smackdown comparison test. So hopefully it's not raining in Columbus and we can get that done today. Stay tuned for more videos, and as always, thank you for viewing.